I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. Got a very exciting pepper to eat today. Before I do, thank you for all the prayers for everybody down in Florida. Tom Broom did relatively well, all things considered. My son lives in Fort Myers. It rolled right over on top of him. But still prayers for what's going on down there. It's terrible. But look at this. This, you guys know what this is. You can see in the title. A white 7-pot Primo RK. Now RK is a designation for Randy Keaton. Some pepper growers will do that. They'll grow a strange phenotype, or it's a little bit different. They'll grow it out and they'll pay homage to the person who created it, 7-pot Primo. They'll just throw their initials on the end. That's what we've done here. He says it's got a strange burn. He says it's hot for a white pod. What you'll find is that white pods are not as hot as the red pods or the chocolate pods. They're the least of all the color phases, the least.
That's nice.
Should that be a blooper or should I keep going? Keep going. We're gonna keep going. So a lot of times if you look at like there's. Well, let's use the 7-pot Primo. A lot of pods have they'll have chocolate, red, green, yellow, white, and white are always less pungent, less hot. And he says these are hot, so it's kind of cool. But what a pretty pepper on the outside. Big fan of Troy Primo, you guys. I'm asked a lot about the pepper that's on the banner for the channel, the logo. That pepper, a lot of times people think it's a different pepper, but what it is a 7-pot Primo. It was actually grown by Troy. He sent me that picture just to use for my channel, so that's pretty amazing. I'm putting these pictures up on Instagram, so go check them out. Very full, thick placenta. Huh? Smells hot. Even white pods even have a different smell. They really do. All right, I'm gonna munch this, give you a little heat score. We're gonna talk a little bit about what's coming up this weekend. 7-pot Primo White RK. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. A 7-pot Primo White.
Open up. Ew, that's gross.
Open up. Only guys will do that, you know that? Walnut?
Did Tom try it?
And it is hot. Randy Keaton. Wow, for a white pod.
Wow. It's a Primo, dude.
Wow.
Yeah. Speaking of Primo.
Right? Very warm for a white pod. White pods I kind of see them, they're kind of washed out in color. They seem to be washed out in flavor and washed out in heat. That's kind of how it feels to me. This has got, like I never would have guessed it was a white pod just from tasting it. Wow, I'm impressed, Randy. For real. Now, Randy Keaton and I have a great history. We went way back to the beginning of the channel. One of the first pepper festivals I went to was in Kingsport, Tennessee, and he arranged it. He's just a wonderful guy. It's got a migratory burn. It started off in the middle of my mouth, and now it's moving to the right-hand side only. My lips are even burning. Wow, very odd burn for a white pod, for real. It's kind of got a bit of a radiating heat, which is something I've never experienced before with a white pepper. I like it. Chili head, you're gonna say that's an 8. Like for real, that's a very hot pepper for a white pod. That's probably the hottest white pepper I've ever eaten. Like substantially hotter than any Ghost. And I just don't ever recall eating a white pepper that had that kind of heat. I mean, for real, very impressive. That would make a great sauce, right? You still get the great flavor, great heat. The flavor was fruity. There was no floral notes at all. It was just kind of fruity, no bitterness. It didn't have any real sweetness, but it wasn't bitter. So it's just kind of a fruity pepper. The heat is peaked for me, but it wouldn't be peaking for you most likely. If you're brand new at this, if you're new at eating peppers, the recovery time, the time it takes for it to peak and the time it stays up and the time it comes down is a lot more extended than if you've been doing it for a long time. I'll be back to baseline in about 5 minutes. And if somebody who's not accustomed to eating peppers ate that, it would still be climbing. The heat would still be climbing. It'd be brutal. But really, what a great pepper, Randy Keaton. More peppers. Now, let me talk. I'm going to be taking, here's my problem. I have a bunch. I got peppers from Linda McNew, from Jimmy Pickles, from Rico, from down in Myrtle Beach. I've got peppers from Randy Keaton and Tom Broom. And I'm leaving tomorrow to go to Dallas. I'm going to take some peppers with me. We're going to burn some people in Dallas, eat some peppers with some people. If you want to come out and meet me, I'd love to meet you. So if you're in the Dallas area, come out to Zestfest. Something very special is happening. Just saying. So I hope you come out and join me. It'll be fun. Just saying, exactly, no problem. We're gonna wrap it up right now. Lots of work to be done here. In the description box, you're gonna see a link for Randy Keaton. He's a great guy, a really good family man, great grower. For a guy as young as he is, he has growing knowledge beyond his years, no joke. He's a fantastic grower. Right there is the pepper. If you click the pepper, you're riding with me. If you don't want to miss a video because spicy content is your jam, then click the bell for notification. You'll see a Dropbox select all, but then sort of forget you did it. Because if you only wait for notifications, you'll wait. I dropped the ball, a lot of notifications. League of Fire is usually parked right here. They're not, because I can't figure out how to get the logo there. But League of Fire is going to be, we're doing a belt match. I will be one of the official judges at the Zestfest. This is going to be a really, really fun Zestfest. Please come out. They're going to be talking about this one for a really, really long time. You want to be there for this one. More videos there. I love you guys. I'm Johnny Scoville. This was Chase the Heat.